Today I share a really easy way to get a watercolour look with stamping. Hi, it's Therese from Lostinpaper, and I've got the fabulous Florets stamp set from Altenew, and this is made for watercolouring. I'm going to be doing a really simple technique using my watercolour brush markers here today and get that watercolour look without going to the pains of watercolouring. Not that it's painful, it's fun, but not everybody likes it, but they like the look of it. So this is a really simple way to do it. I've chosen the largest of the floral stamps, and it's the solid portion of the layers, and I'm adding my watercolour brush marker directly to the stamp. So I have mixed two colours together, and I've got some just clear clean water in my spray bottle, and I'm spritzing that and stamping the image directly onto some watercolour cardstock. Looks pretty awful, but don't worry, it'll look good in the end, I promise. Between each time that I stamp, I do clean my photopolymer stamp because I don't want to have it too wet, and at least that way I know I'm a little bit more in control. Not that there's any control in this technique at all, but I'm a little bit more in control by starting fresh each time. But you can be as daring as you want and maybe stamp it a second time and get like those different variations in the ink. It's a really loose technique, so try not to overthink it. So this piece of cardstock, it's larger than what I need. That way when I do add it to the front of my card, because it's going to be my background, I can choose the portion that I want that's going to look the best and most balanced on the front of my card. And I decided to add some leaves, so I did exactly the same technique here. I grabbed the solid leaf stamp out of the set, and I'm adding two different colours again. It's a warm sunshine and the moss colour, spritzing it with water and then stamping it down. Very, very simple. The hardest thing in this technique is waiting for it to dry. And to be honest, I couldn't. I actually hit it with my heat tool. Because I've got one of those heat tools that has the dual speeds on it, and it has like a lower speed which is just perfect for drying paints and inks and anything, I reckon. See the variations? I think this looks great just the way it is, but I'm going to go another step further. I wanted to actually stamp the outline of the images of the fabulous florets, so I didn't need to make sure it was dry before I did that, and I'm using my obsidian ink, and I did kind of line the actual outline up with the image that I stamped, but I wasn't overly cautious. I wasn't being too pedantic about it because I want it to be that washed out sort of watercolour look. So this panel didn't take very long to do at all. It was very quick, and the blues are really pretty. For some reason I'm obsessed with blue at the moment, and it could be maybe because it's the Pantone colour of the year, or probably more likely because Tasneem uses it all the time and makes the most beautiful cards with blue. Alright, so I've got the navy cardstock from Altenew, and I've die cut the Mega Hello and also die cut it again in some fun foam, and I'm joining the two together with my matte medium. And I do actually wait for the glue to dry, pretty much dry, before I remove my sentiment from the fun foam. I think that works better. I've cut down my watercolour floral panel now, and I'm adding it to the front of my top fold card, and how beautiful is that? Then I've got the matte medium again. I'm popping up the hello, and I want to sort of focus this down to the bottom portion of the card. And I also added a sub-sentiment from the Delicate Flower Bed set. So if you're here in March 2020, this is actually part of a hop with Altenew, and I've made two other cards using some of the new products, and they are a wonderful release yet again. Thank you, Altenew. And I've linked everybody else on the hop at my blog, as well as all the products that I've used. So if you did like this video today, please click on the thumbs up button to let me know that you did. And if you haven't already, I'd love it if you'd subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate every visit that you make here. Till next time, happy paper crafting. Bye.